y'all. So I'm going to be teaching my first graders. I'm doing small group, and I'm going to be teaching my first graders CVC words and playing a memory game with them. So basically what I'm going to have them do, I don't have the physical stuff yet, but I'm going to make a list of words that I feel like first graders should know and practice, and I'm going to turn them into index cards and write each individual word on each. Then with the other half of cards, I'm going to match the picture to the word. So for example, if the word is pan, I'll have a picture of a pan and whatnot, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards, put them on the floor, and then I will have students take turns trying to find matches. And so for example, let's say a kid gets dog and cat. Obviously we know they're not the same thing, so then students will turn the cards back over, and then another student will go. So another example would be, let's say they get pan and pan, for example, the word pan, and then they actually get the drawing of a pan, then they would keep the pair, and then that'd be the first pair, and then the next person would go. Basically we would do this up until there's no more cards or the timer's up. If there's extra time, I would have students have me help spell out the word. So for example, can anyone help me spell the word rat? And then obviously one of my students would volunteer, and that would help them with learning how to spell, as well as this lesson helps them with word recognition, so they will become familiar with common CVC words, helping them recognize them quickly if they're reading a passage or whatnot. It improves their reading fluency, which is with repeated practices, students will start reading CVC words more smoothly and with more confidence. I know, for example, some of my students now that I work with have such a hard time being confident when I'm asking them to read me such word, and they're very nervous. But I know some kids, for example, in my first grade class, they whenever they sound out a word, they do at, and then count how many they hear. It's a good hands-on learning activity for them because it can provide engagement and confidence for the students. So the interactive activities would help the students get engaged and build their confidence as they recognize and say and spell the word. And it's also a good phonics skill. So they will learn to identify